Have you bought chickens yet? Maybe you've made your veggie garden and you've got veggies coming out of the ground. Perhaps you've got 10 jars of sourdough starter bubbling away on your kitchen benches. I know I have all of those things and I have no idea if my guest today has. We might even ask her. Let's watch. My guest today is Ursula Bates, and she has her children with her because we're all on school holidays, and that's what we do as parents. Welcome to the show, Ursula.
Hello, how you doing?
Fabulous, how are you?
Not too bad, surviving.
It's a big thing.
Not to do much, just sit in the house and survive.
I know. What is your first piece of random shit you'd like? And actually, can we say that word in front of your kids?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Okay. So, would you like to show me what your first piece of randomness is?
Okay, sure. Okay, so I have to say that I'm a bit of a minimalist, so I'm constantly getting rid of stuff. So I personally don't have a lot of random shit anymore because my husband took over that when I got married. So we got lots of his stuff, and now I have children. So but two things I'm going to show actually belong to they belong to me, and then I gave it to my son. So this was given to us. My friends and I in Canada got married, and they went on their honeymoon to the Philippines because the guy is Filipino, and he brought back one of these random souvenirs for us, and they're quite popular over in the Philippines.
So what is that? Is that a hand grenade?
It looks like, yeah, we will. It looks like just a man in a barrel.
Ah, okay.
When you turn it around, you pull it out like that, and he's like that. And they're just they're very popular. They're a bit like when you go to those shops in Cairns and you get like a bottle holder made of a kangaroo scrotum.
Oh.
It's a similar thing, but this is Filipino version of tacky souvenirs. So
I love it.
And what we did was it moved around with us quite a lot, and we had nowhere to put it, so we put it in Theo's room, and we just waited for one day for him to discover it, and then for ages he just left it on the shelf, and then one day he opened it and burst out laughing. So we didn't tell him about it. So that actually lives in Theo's room as one of his little knickknacks. So
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think my show and tells are going to be fairly pedestrian after your
I wasn't
start.
sure I was able to show that, but I really had to try and find something of some interest. So.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So my first one is this beautiful old fire alarm, and it's super heavy. It's metal, and it's probably, I don't know, it must be the 1940s or 50s or something like that. And it belonged to our neighbour, Mr. Carrick, who lived across the road, and he worked for the fire department. And I have got no idea how I ended up with it and why I didn't stay in Mr. Carrick's family. I think I displayed at an early age my archival collecting tendencies. Yeah. And ended up with that. So, but I really love it.
The camera?
Sorry?
Or can you actually lift it up so we can see it to the camera?
No, because it's really heavy.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to I'd have to stand. It's seriously heavy. It's beautiful.
Oh, lovely.
And I'd like to repaint it, but then I think, should I do that? Will it destroy the age of it? That kind of thing. Anyway, what's your second thing?
A second thing, okay, so another thing, Theodore actually does like a few knickknacks, don't you, Theo?
Yeah.
And he begged me to get this for Christmas.
I love it.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Oh, was it birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, so we.
I asked it for Christmas, but then I got it for my birthday.
Yeah, so we were going to Canada for Christmas and his birthday. So he really wanted it, kept asking, can I get it for Christmas? And so I went off and bought it in the end the day before we were flying out to Canada. And I packed all our bags, but I packed this in my hand luggage. And obviously went through the airport and they scan all your luggage.
Yes.
And they skull in my hand luggage. So I'm standing there he's like, excuse me, I'm going to have to search your luggage. They were all looking a bit concerned. And I was like, what? Couldn't think what it could be. And they did have a good laugh when they unpacked and saw it was just this skull. But on the scanner, obviously,
it looked like a skull.
So anyway, so that's Theodore's.
So tell me, was the surprise spoiled by the unpacking at the airport? Did Theodore see it then?
Oh, did you already know I was bringing it?
No, I just found out at my birthday. I saw it a lot. Is this a gourd?
I think Andrew managed to tell them it's a present.
Oh, good.
So they didn't completely unwrap it.
Isn't that nice of them?
Yes. It was like, really sorry, yes, it was a bit random to have that in my suitcase. I was going to put it in my main suitcase, but, these things happen.
Yeah,
so.
sure, I understand.
That's a funny little story. Yeah, it's quite cool, actually. It's Theodore's ornaments that he has in his room.
Yeah,
so.
I love it. I think we all need to have a skull in our lives somewhere, don't we?
Yeah. And we do love knickknacks, we do, and we've got the whole our shelves and stuff. So our random shit is knickknacks.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, my next piece is, when I was a kid, we had this set of books, and they were called The Bookshelf for Boys and Girls. And my sister and brother will recognise these because we lived with these. And my favourite one was Things to Make and Things to Do. And I was just thinking about your kids being at home, and they really need the little bookshelf for boys and girls.
Yes.
But I don't have that one. The one I've got, and I found these at an op shop and I just had to have them. Sorry. So this is Stories and Songs from Many Lands. And in the front of it, it says, a word to parents about this volume. Our children, and this was published in 1961, so this was a year before I was born. Hang on, stop. It's not COVID. It's okay. It's just muck in my throat. Okay. So this was 1961, the year before I was born. Our children are living in an exciting and perilous time, the atomic age. It will be their task to build a new and, we hope, a better world than the one we have left them. Mm. That's a lifetime ago. I'm now 57, I'll be 58 soon. So how do you think we might have gone?
Yes, we still need a lot of learning to do.
It's tough, isn't it? I just read that then and I felt that it was quite poignant. And we have kids in our lives, and what are we going to do? We're going to leave them a nice little picture book and say, we hope you do better than we did.
Good luck. I don't know. Well, I was saying to you before that although we have, we've been stuck at home a lot, we have been doing a lot of bushwalks and being able to discover our own area. And you'll be surprised at how many little secluded places you can find in Nambour. And my children have done very well, and we've used this time to actually notice that we go out, going for a bushwalk, discover what's in our area, and just take it all in. And at one point, Theodore did make a very observant comment. He said, it should be against the law for forests to be cut down because there are other things living here, other species. And he just said that very randomly, very wisely. And I just thought he is taking it all in. So, books, but also just going out there and walking amongst it. And that's the only way you can really appreciate what's around us,
That's right.
The wind in your hair and all that kind of stuff. So
absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to invite Lily and Theo to share one thing each now. What have you got to share, kids?
Okay, well maybe we do, just show what's up there then.
Okay.
Okay? Lily's coming to share one thing.
Well, these are basically the same thing.
Okay, we'll just let Lily do hers first then. Come on, over here.
Hi.
Lily, quickly, because we don't have an awful lot of
There
time.
you go.
This is
Oh.
Mrs. Dinosaur.
Oh, Mrs. Dinosaur. She's very strong and determined, isn't she?
Hmm.
And I'm loving the drapery.
Yes, I think that's to make sure everyone knows it's Mrs. Dinosaur, not Mr. Dinosaur.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
Is that why? That's her dress, see, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. I'm loving it.
Yes, this was from the Natural History Museum in London. So.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
It was originally mine.
Another hand-me-down. Hand-me-downs are good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lily.
Okay.
What have you got, Theo?
I got this clay shark that I made.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's fantastic.
That's what I
Should
have.
we hold it up a bit more? So here.
Yeah, so we can have a good look at it. I love that.
Making these out of polymer clay, and you put them in the oven and they hard. So it's like plasticine, but if you bake it, it goes really hard.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
We've been
What about
in,
my other funny things?
yeah, we've only got time for one.
And have you noticed, Theo and Lily, that I'm wearing a string of your mother's beads?
Ooh.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can now, because your mother is a very talented artist and she makes the most exquisite glass beads, which these are my favourite things I think I own. I love them.
Yes, and hopefully continue making them.
Yeah.
When I get back into the studio.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and we'll see when that happens.
Well, I have been going in. I've been going in at 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday and Thursday,
Yep.
and then back for morning tea to relieve my husband, and then Saturday. So I have been lucky enough, because it's isolated. There's no one else in my studio. I'm not sharing it with anyone. I can go there, so
That's good.
So yes, I have been able to escape.
Well done. Well done. All power to you, to mums and dads out there everywhere. I know that it's hard. I really do.
But, even if you have to get up early and go, and that's what I'll do. So yeah.
What
All
about
right.
my other things?
Well, you can show them another time.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. It was fantastic to talk to you. Thanks for sharing your things with us, Theo and Lily. That was brilliant. I'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Sorry about the throat thing. It's still there a little bit. I need more water. We're going to be back tomorrow. I didn't ask if they had chooks and gardens and sourdough. I'll leave it in the comments. Continue to share, continue to comment. Give me your thoughts on that little passage that I read out, because I'd like to know what you think. And we'll catch up with you tomorrow afternoon.
I haven't told Theodore that because he wouldn't do it.
Ah,
No, you're fine.
yeah, you're fabulous.